What's down with y'all? Right quick, right quick. This next subject that I'm getting ready to talk about is a subject that I dealt with for so many years. I'm talking about before my marriage, even through my marriage. My wife used to bring this to my attention. I'm talking about time and time again. She always used to ask me, why are you looking at another woman? And I used to downplay her. I used to tell her, I ain't looking at this woman no in particular way. I'm just looking at her. But little did I know, every time that I done that, that was leaving a little window open until that thing just bust open. The topic that I'm talking about is lust. Yeah, lust. Lust will have you in a bad way. It had me in a bad way. I was so far gone, even before I was married, even through my marriage, to the point that I was addicted to pornography. Yeah, pornography. See, I'm the one that allowed this spirit to come in. I'm the one that opened the door for it when I decided to deny the very things that was being brought to me about the stuff that I was doing. See, I denied all of it. All right, but see, once you come into contract with the spirit and you accept the things that goes on, you get blinded. Okay, you see what I'm saying? So I was blinded by a lot of things. I was naive about a lot of things. And this one thing that I know, one thing for sure is that the spirit of lust, it is always around us. It'll walk past us in the form of another person. It's on things that we watch on TV. It's in movies. It's all on social media. But you have to keep your mind open, keep your eyes open, keep your ears open. Because you can hear this stuff all through the music and everything. But I tell you one thing, glory be to the Most High Yah and Yahshua HaMashiach, because I know what I know now, wishing I would have known this stuff back then. But let's jump in the Most High's word and let's see what's going on with this lustful spirit. Oh, one more thing before we get started on the topic of lust. When you get delivered from any type of spirit, it don't matter what it is, you have to be filled with the Holy Spirit. You have to be filled with the Ruach HaKodesh. Because if you don't, upon you being delivered, yes, you're delivered, but if you're not filled, that spirit that got cast out, or those spirits that got cast out, they're going to come right back. And they're going to see that you're not occupied. You don't have nothing in you. So they're going to come back. And when I mean they're going to come back, that one that left, or those that left, they're going to come back multiplied in strength and number. And your condition going to be worse than the first. But don't worry. Let's back that up with scriptures. All right, we're going to jump on lust right after this, but let's get these three scriptures out the way. This is Matthew chapter 12, verses 43 to 45. It says, when the unclean spirit is gone out of a man, he walketh through dry places, seeking rest and find it. Wait, so you're telling me when an unclean spirit go from a man, he go through dry places and he looks for somewhere to rest, but he can't find it? That's the Most High Yah's word. That's not my word. That's why I always tell y'all need to study to show thyself approved. Say, bro, I hear what you're saying, but what's next? So just like that, you're not going to even try to. Never mind. All right, let's break verse 43 down. It says, when an unclean spirit is gone out of a man, he walketh through dry places, seeking rest and findeth none. So once the spirit get cast out, it goes through dry places. It's not around nothing wet. It's seeking rest, but it's not able to find. All right, verses 44 and 45. All right, 44. Then he said, I will return into my house from whence I came out. And when he is come, he find it empty, swept, and garnished. So the spirit came back to the place that it came out of, and it seemed that it was cleaned up, it was decorated, but the Holy Spirit, or the Ruach HaKodesh, was not in there. 45. Then goeth he and taketh with himself 7 other spirits more wicked than himself, and they entered in and dwelt there. And the last state of that man is worse than the first. Even so shall it be also unto this wicked generation. All right, y'all, we about to jump into lust. Like I told y'all early on when the video first started, I told y'all that lust had me in a bad way. This spirit had me to the point to where I couldn't even accept when somebody was trying to correct me. I couldn't accept the fact that my wife was telling me what I was doing wrong. None whatsoever. I just rolled with the spirit because, again, like I told y'all, that mud will blind you to all correction. It's going to make you think that the things that you are doing is correct, but you dead wrong. I was dead wrong, but let's jump into it. All right, this is Matthew chapter 5, verse 28. It says, "But I say unto you that whosoever looketh on a woman to lust after her had commit adultery with her already in his heart." See, that goes right back to what I was telling y'all. My wife was saying, "Oh, you're looking at another woman," and I was like, "Man, nah, you tripping. I'm just looking at her just to be looking at her." But lust had me. Lust had me. And you just heard it right there. This was Yahshua speaking. He said that whosoever look on a woman to lust after her had committed adultery with her already in his heart. All right, we got Galatians chapter 5. We're going to do verses 16 and 17. 16, it says, "This I say then, walk in the spirit, and ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh." 17, "For the flesh lusted against the spirit, and the spirit against the flesh, and these are contrary to one another, so that ye cannot do the things that ye would." All right, so that's letting us know that the Holy Spirit and the flesh are at constant battle. It's an internal battle, and this is to see what side is going to win. You know what I'm saying? Light versus dark. The dark being you giving into your flesh, like I did. I gave into my flesh. But your Holy Spirit wants to outdo, it wants to overpower your flesh. So you have to feed your Holy Spirit. All right, this 1 Corinthians chapter 6, we got 15 to 20. Verse 15, "Know ye not that your bodies are the members of Mashiach? Shall I then take the members of Mashiach and make them members of an harlot? Yah forbid. What? Know ye not that he which is joined to a harlot is one body?" Yes, you can be joined in one body with a harlot. With anybody that you're sleeping with, because y'all became one flesh when the two decided to get together. All right, let me continue. "For two said he shall be one flesh." All right, verse 17, "But he that is joined unto the Adonai is one spirit." All right, let's finish up. 18, "Flee fornication. Every sin that a man doeth is without the body. But he that committed fornication sinned against his own body. What? Know ye not that your body is the temple of the Holy Spirit, or the Ruach HaKodesh, which is in you, which ye have of Elohim, and ye are not your own? For ye are bought with a price. Therefore glorify Elohim in your body and in your spirit, which are Elohim." All right, next set of scriptures. We have 1 John chapter 2, verses 15 and 16. All right, it says, "Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him." So you can't turn around and you can't say that you love the Most High Yah, or you love Yahshua, if you love the things that is in this world and you love what you're doing, especially if you caught in your sinful nature. All right, but verse 16, "For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes and the pride of life is not of the Father, but is of the world." All right, we got Romans chapter 8, verse 6. It says, "For to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace." Carnally minded is a lustful desire. That's the type of stuff you have going on in your mind. All right, we got James chapter 1, verses 14 and 15. It says, "But every man is tempted when he is drawn away of his own lust and enticed. Then when lust is conceived, it brings forth sin. And sin, when it is finished, brings forth death." So all of us are tempted by our own lusts. All right, this looking like our last one. This Hebrews chapter 13, verse 4. It says, "Marriage is honorable in all, in the bed undefiled, but whoremongers and adulterers Yah will judge." All right, so a whoremonger is a male prostitute. So you have a bunch of male prostitutes that's out there selling themselves for money just as well as female prostitutes. But the whoremonger is the male, just like the adulterer. Only thing left to say is don't play around with these demonic spirits. Seek the Most High Yah and Yahshua. I said that.